I'm Mrs. Amy Mount, and I am going to be your instructor for AP Language and Composition. Welcome to the course. I'm very excited that you have decided to endeavor to take a very difficult and rewarding journey. I want to talk to you today about some policies and some expectations of the year, some points of detail that will help you get started. And while I'm doing that, I've created a form for you to fill out. It's linked in the teacher notes. And when you're done watching this, I'd like you to submit that. At the end of the form, you will be including your digital signature. You are going to be saying to me that you watched the video and that you're agreeing to the expectations set forth. At the end of the video, I'll go over how you can talk to me about any questions or concerns that you may have. All right, all the links involved in this video are accessible in the teacher notes, so make sure to check there as we go. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so what exactly is AP Language and Composition? Well, it is a college level course that is very rigorous but rewarding. It covers mostly nonfiction text, or what we would call rhetoric, although because this also fills in for your English 3 course, we will study some fiction as well. You will really focus on learning 2 styles of writing, argumentation and analysis. And so we'll look more into that as we go throughout the year, and we talk about that within the lessons and within live lessons. We're going to also really focus on learning how to identify and analyze those rhetorical devices and stylistic devices used by nonfiction writers. All right, I'm going to be honest with you. This course is not for the faint of heart. It is not for a person that identifies themselves as a classic procrastinator, and it's not for people who hate writing. If you're a non-writer and you just don't even want to get better at writing, this course is not for you. It's not for a person who would say, you know, I really like to barely get by with the bare minimum. That's not what this course is for. Okay, this course is for people who want rigor, want to grow, enjoy a challenge, want to go after some college credit, want to prepare themselves for the type of work and academic rigor that will be found in a college level course. And I think you guys can do it, but you need to have an honest conversation with yourself at this point and really think about that. And think about the things I'm going to talk about in the upcoming slides so that you're going into it with eyes wide open. All right, this course is filled with mostly portfolios. There are some quizzes and there are some tests, but almost every lesson has some, or let me be honest with you, multiple assignments that require you to create. And so it is time consuming. There is a lot of reading and there is a lot of writing. It is amazing. You're going to really enjoy the interesting articles and reading selections, short stories, the books that are going to help you grow as writers, and you will feel challenged and you will be rewarded for the process. All right, so live lessons are a requirement of AP courses. There's just so much to cover, and you need to attend these. For AP Language and Composition, the live lesson time is scheduled as Wednesday at 10 a.m. Now, if you're going to attend an AP exam in May, you want to be prepared. So you're going to want to come to these lessons, interact with me, and interact with peers in the course. If you can't make a lesson because you're really feeling sick or you have an appointment or there's just a one-off situation where you're not going to make it a particular week, please just text me or webmail me and tell me that you're going to miss live lesson. Then before the next week, make sure you view the recording for the missed live lesson, and then make sure you send me a webmail with responses to all the different types of activities that we went over. Now, for some of you, you may not be able to attend live lesson on a consistent basis because of the style of training or work that you're involved in. And that's okay too, but I am going to require you to watch those live lessons and send me that webmail every week. You will also need to fill out an exemption form for why you're not going to be at live lesson on a consistent basis. And the link for that form is going to be in the teacher notes. I'm just going to be real honest right now. If you're taking this course, you need to hit the books. Getting behind in this class is not an option for a couple of reasons. One, it will really stress you out. We are all going to get behind a little bit in virtual school. I understand that. I'm not looking for complete perfection. But if you get more than a week or so behind, you will feel completely overwhelmed due to the amount of work in this class. You will begin to struggle, and it's going to cause you to really question what you're doing in this class. And so you got to work every day. Typically, there's 4 lessons assigned per week. And Friday, there's no lesson assigned. That way, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are great days to get caught up. Remember that iUniversity Prep has a Monday morning through Sunday night school week. On Mondays, all work not done from the previous week will receive a temporary 0. Now, if you are getting into a situation where you are getting behind and it's becoming an issue week after week, I'm going to reach out, set up a conference where I can speak with you and a parent or guardian, and we can really discuss early on in the semester whether this is the right option for you. Students who are signed up to take AP Language and Composition, or really any AP course, want to do their work on a weekly basis, stay up to pace, and do well. So we'll talk about that if it becomes an issue. All right, so for all those portfolios I mentioned, I do have a style that I want you to keep to. I want you to use MLA, or Modern Language Association formatting. You can find guidelines for this on the Online Writing Lab, or OWL, for the University of Purdue. The link is in the teacher notes. It's a great resource. Make sure you bookmark that site. You'll use it all year long. All of your work should come to me in a Word document or a PDF document. And some basic ideas behind MLA for formatting and style include 12-point Times New Roman, double spacing, an MLA heading in the upper left-hand corner of the paper, which will include these 4 items: first name, last name of the student, the name of the teacher, Mrs. Mount, the name of the course, AP Language and Composition, and the date. And the format for the date will be day of the month, month of the year, and then year. There's no extra spacing in between headings or paragraphs because it's already in double spacing. Let me just move my webcam here so I can show you the rest of these. The last name and page number will appear in a header in the upper right-hand corner. So this will be your last name with a page number. You want to do this through page numbering so that you only have to do it once, and then the software program will repeat that throughout the document. And then lastly, a last page will include a works cited and have corresponding parenthetical citations for anything requiring research or sources. Don't forget to bookmark the OWL resource there. You really will get a lot out of that. All right, so let's say you do something and you didn't do so well and you want to do better. I will allow corrections. I will say this: I will only allow corrections up to a 70 without notes. If you didn't do well, maybe you didn't take enough time to take notes and really go through that lesson slowly enough. So for corrections, the first thing you'll do is look at what you missed and go back and review that information and take notes or conduct a dialectical journal on the text so that you are going a little deeper with the information. If you do that, then you can receive up to a 100 with the exception of multiple choice questions, and we'll talk about that. So how are you going to submit these to me? There's 2 things that you need from my Google site: the corrections document that you'll make a copy of and fill out and share with me on Google, the correction submission form where you will link your notes and your completed corrections document. You will make corrections on a quiz or test or essay portfolio assignment within a week of that assignment being graded. Now, for MC questions or multiple choice questions, I'd only give up to half credit because you're going to see the correct answer and you're going to have to explain the correct answer to me. And so I really cannot in good faith give you full credit for that. But for essays, portfolios, or any other type of assignment that's not multiple choice, you can resubmit that by web mailing that new assignment or essay to me, and I will just go ahead and update your grade and give you new feedback. Remember, tutoring is always available, so come in and see me if you need some help on something that you're having difficulty with. Now let's talk about plagiarism. Plagiarism will not be tolerated. You have to do your own work. You have to work hard. You're not going to grow if you don't do that. And so if you plagiarize something, I will give you a 0. For all of the essays and the papers that you're going to do for practice this year, you will be using the Check My Work link to show me that it's authentic, and there is a video within the teacher modifications to show you how to do that. And if you need help with that ever, just please come and see me. If you plagiarize something and you get a 0, this is what you're going to do. You are going to correct that. You're going to rewrite it, you're going to make it original, and when you resend that to me, you are also going to include a paragraph description on one college or university of your choice's policy on plagiarism. The reason why I want you to do that is this is a college level course, and at the college level, there is very severe consequences to plagiarism. So let's not do it at all. If you do it once, we'll go through that process. If you do it again, we will have a meeting with Dr. Rogers. All right. Thank you so much for listening as I explain those policies and procedures to you. The links for those items that I mentioned are in the teacher notes for the Connexus lesson, and I'm also putting a link for this PowerPoint presentation as well. If you get to the point of putting your digital signature at the end of the form and you still have questions, you still need to talk through some things, give me a call, send me a text, send me a webmail. Okay, you're agreeing to these policies and to the rigor of the course. Don't hesitate to reach out. My phone number is here, 682-292-8093. Call me, reach out. I want you to do well this year. I want you to be successful. Thank you so much for watching. Submit your form for a grade and have a great week and a great year. I'll see you in live lesson.